Hello, and welcome back to the Speak Easy, the podcast where we make learning English fun and easy through natural conversation. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Marco. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're talking about something we all have, but never seem to have enough of.
That's right, Marco. Time is one of the most valuable things in life, but many people don't use it wisely. So today we'll discuss why time is important, how to manage it better, and of course, we'll learn some useful English vocabulary along the way.
Sounds like a plan. So let's start with a simple question. Lucy, how do you manage your time?
Good question. I try to plan my day in advance. I make a to-do list every morning and prioritize my tasks. Prioritize means to decide which things are the most important and do them first. What about you?
I do something similar. I use a planner and I also set deadlines for myself. A deadline is the final time or date by which something must be done. I think setting deadlines helps keep me focused. Otherwise, I might procrastinate.
Oh, that's a great word. Procrastinate means to delay or postpone doing something, usually because we don't feel like doing it. I think we all procrastinate sometimes, but why do you think managing time is so important?
Well, time is limited. We all have only 24 hours in a day, and once time is gone, we can't get it back. That's why people say time is money. If we waste time, we miss opportunities.
Absolutely. And another important thing is work life balance. That means managing your time between work and your personal life. Some people spend too much time working and don't have time to relax, spend time with family, or take care of themselves.
That's so true. If we don't manage our time well, we can feel stressed and overwhelmed. Do you have any tips for our listeners on how to improve their time management skills?
Yes. First, set realistic goals. Don't try to do too much in one day. Second, take short breaks while working. It helps you stay productive. And third, avoid distractions like social media when you need to focus.
Those are great tips. And speaking of social media, a lot of people spend too much time scrolling on their phones. It's easy to lose track of time, which means to not notice how much time has passed.
Exactly. Have you ever been on your phone thinking it's only been 10 minutes and then suddenly an hour has passed?
Oh, all the time. That's why I set time limits on my phone apps. It helps me stay disciplined.
It's a great idea. Now, let's talk about different cultural perspectives on time. In some cultures, being on time is extremely important, while in others, being a little late is more acceptable. Have you noticed this, Marco?
Yes, in some countries, punctuality is highly valued. If you're late for a meeting or an appointment, it can be seen as disrespectful. But in other cultures, people have a more relaxed attitude toward time.
Right? For example, in Japan and Germany, people are very punctual. Being even a few minutes late is considered rude. But in some Latin American or Mediterranean countries, people are more flexible with time. Meetings may start later than scheduled, and that's normal.
That's really interesting. Understanding these cultural differences can help us communicate better with people from different backgrounds. Speaking of which, let's introduce another useful phrase. Time flies.
Good one. Time flies means that time passes very quickly. We often say this when we are enjoying something. For example, time flies when you're having fun.
Exactly. Have you ever had a day where you were so busy or having so much fun that you didn't even realize how much time had passed?
Oh, definitely. Sometimes when I'm traveling or spending time with friends, I look at the clock and think, wow, where did the time go?
That happens to me too. Now, let's talk about time wasting habits. What are some things people do that waste a lot of time?
Well, one big one is multitasking. Some people think that doing multiple things at once is efficient, but actually, it often makes tasks take longer because you're not fully focused on any one thing.
Great point. Another one is perfectionism. Some people spend too much time trying to make everything perfect, which can slow them down. Sometimes it's better to just do your best and move on.
Absolutely. And let's not forget over planning. Some people spend so much time making schedules and lists that they never actually start working.
That's a good one. It's all about balance. Planning enough to stay organized, but not so much that you never take action.
Exactly. And now let's do another quick review of the vocabulary we've covered so far: prioritize, deadline, procrastinate, work life balance, lose track of time, time limits, time flies, multitasking, perfectionism, and overplanning.
That's a lot of great words. Listeners, try using them in your conversations or writing this week.
Before we wrap up, let's give our listeners a challenge, Marco. What should they do this week to practice time management?
I challenge everyone to make a daily schedule and stick to it. Try setting a deadline for each task and avoiding distractions.
Great idea. And if you complete the challenge, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear how it goes.
That's all for today. Thanks for joining us on The Speakeasy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends.
And if you have any topics you'd like us to cover in the future, let us know. See you next time.